Well, hello everyone and welcome to our Talk About It Tuesday. Today we have the amazing Jenifer Schrader, Executive Director. Woohoo! Give her a round of applause. We are so excited to hear from you today, Jenifer. And we are going to hop right into it because I think that you guys are going to have some hefty Q&A for us at the end of the night tonight. We're going to have some good takeaways. I'm going to start us off with a quote. Empower and inspire as many people as possible to know that they are capable and worth more than they ever thought possible. And I am big on quotes. I shared with you guys before, Google is my best friend in the morning. I love being an inspired first thing. And Jenifer, go ahead and take it away.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, we're just not messing around tonight. People actually get a chance to listen to the 31-minute call. I know Diane just joined. So, okay, good. Krista was on there. They didn't actually get it posted here in time. So I know some people asking where it was. But Courtney Hawkins, who's an SED, she's just phenomenal. She's full of energy. Really talked about pushing the pushiness away. So show of hands, who feels like they feel pushy in their business sometimes? Okay, now a little bit? Come on. Sometimes we do feel a little bit pushy, right? So tonight we are really going to talk about really changing the mindset and what value we have and how to build on relationships with that. So I'm really excited, and I really want to start off the quote by I want to start this off by giving you guys a quote to think about for a second. I don't really sell. I help my clients make decisions. Doesn't that change things? Not really. You know, you're talking about helping them do something. So
Jen, you're breaking up.
Think about that for a minute. It really made me feel something. Oh, can you hear me now?
I can hear you right now, yeah.
Is that better? Okay. I think it's just maybe my notes were in front of the microphone or something. And then another quote was, become a partner and consultant to your customer. And we talked about this earlier on our accountability group this morning about, it was a big aha when I read that, because I thought we are consultants, but I had never really correlated the word consultant with the fact that we do help people. And that's what consultants are meant to do. They're meant to come in and assess the situation and help you figure out the best way to make something better or resolve a problem. And so there's a reason why we're named consultants, because we're not independent salespeople. We're independent consultants because we're meant to partner with our customers and our hostesses and our potential team members. So that really resonated with me. And part of that is that after 6 years, you know, I really still kind of get caught up in my own mind sometimes. And I think that no matter where you are in your business, whether you're brand new or whether you've been doing this as long as some of us have, there comes a time where you have been told no several times, or you just kind of start getting into a plateau, or even you're just in a deep valley in your business and you want to turn it around and you're not really sure how to. So tonight we're really going to talk about those 3 areas. And the first one is really your mindset. Mindset is, I'm learning in the past few weeks, I've learned that your mindset really is everything. It's a process that doesn't really happen overnight. So, you know, you have to give yourself a little bit of patience, but I found a couple things recently that have really just turned that around for me. And I'm really excited to share those with you tonight. So, when you become aware of it and you become aware of your mindset and how you're thinking about things and viewing them and expressing gratitude for them, it really will change how others resonate with you. So this is just, you know, this was kind of my journey a couple years ago, is that I've been doing this for 6 years, and about 2.5, maybe 3 years ago now, I kind of hit a plateau. I had accomplished a lot. I had risen to executive director. I promoted out 6, 7 directors, and And I kind of just became complacent. And then I kind of got scared because like parties weren't coming as easily. And then I got anxiety about it. And then I got desperate about it. And what really ended up happening is that that's what I was putting out into the world. I mean, that's how my customers, my hostesses were dealing with me, was out of a sense of desperation, and they could sense that. So I think that there's a couple things that we can do about this, okay? One is you really, really have to be aware of your mindset at all times. What you're putting out into the universe is what's coming back to you. And recently, Andrea Arsenault just held up a book, because she's our new Oprah's Book Club member. She just holds up a book each week, and we're like, oh, okay, let's read that. But she shared with us a book that I'm sure most all of us have probably heard about, which is The Secret. It was a movie. It's a book. It's actually a couple different books. And she just held it up, and I thought, you know what? I've always wanted to read that, but I never have. So I jumped on my Kindle and I downloaded it. It was $11.99. And I got it, and I started reading it. And by like the 10th page, I was like, whoa, wow, like this really resonates. And I could spend like 3 hours talking about the 3 chapters I've already read. But what it really has taught me is that negativity will attract more negativity in your life. And conversely, when you're thinking positive, it will attract more positivity into your life. And that's really kind of it. That's the bottom line right there. And so like Courtney was sharing last night, is that she goes into every single scenario with her customers, her hostesses, anything with her business, with the assumption that the answer is going to be yes. Because why wouldn't it be, right? And that was really enlightening to me last night. I've had a lot of aha moments here in the last 7 days. So I'm kind of like vibrating with excitement about it, but it really opened my eyes, is that a lot of times we go in, and I know because I've had this conversation recently with somebody, is that somebody who may or may not be on this call, who said, and then she said, yes, she wants to do a party. And I'm like, well, why are you surprised? And it's because some of us, we're just so accustomed to hearing the no's that it's like we don't know what to do when they say yes. So we got to flip that. Like, Andrea, you need to put on your clown nose or something right now, because this is important, exciting information. You guys need to flip. There you go. You need to flip the mindset going into something that the answer is going to be yes. That it's going to be yes to something, okay? And then if it's no, it's okay. Move on. But if you're going into every encounter in your business and personal life, but right now we're talking about our business, if you go into every encounter in your business with the expectation that it's going to be somebody turning you down for something, then why are you surprised that they're turning you down? So that's been really big. So if you're a newer consultant, I really want you to consider picking up or getting a copy of this book. It's called Selling It Softly by Sue Rausch. It's her last name is spelled R-U-S-C-H. And if you've been around a couple of years, she was actually one of our guest speakers. Thank you, Andrea. She's got the leadership guide, but Sue's built a business around this because it's really an amazing concept. Selling It Softly, when she presented at conference, I think everybody, you could hear a pin drop because everybody was just totally hanging on to her words. And her concept is very simple, is that as women, we're conditioned to kind of feel guilty about things or to be asking for favors. Mm-hmm. And the reality is that we're not owed favors. We can share. We need to get over the I'm asking for things and get into the mindset of that I'm sharing my gifts. I'm sharing. See, Andrea likes it so much to put on her little heart glasses, but I'm sharing my gifts to you because I do have gifts to give you. So again, Selling It Softly by Sue Rausch. That's $8.99 on Amazon because I looked today. And then if you kind of want to go AP level or you want to do something in conjunction with that, I really would highly recommend looking at your local library or downloading a copy or going out and purchasing a good old-fashioned book and a copy of The Secret, because I think that those things, thank you very much, my little Vanna White here, those two things alone will really help you guys above and beyond what we're able to accomplish here in the next 30 minutes. So another thing about when you're going in a mindset is you really have to condition yourself to listen twice as much as you talk, because God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. And for me, that's really hard to do because I like to talk. But what we've learned and what like Carrie shared with us this morning is the pause is super important. You need to be able to share stuff, and then you need to learn when to pause and let them talk, okay? So another concept that I kind of want to share with you guys is to really think about is that you can't be considered pushy when the other person's doing the majority of the talking. Does that make sense? Is that resonating with anybody?
Yes.
You can't be considered pushy or aggressive when the other person's doing 75% of the conversation. They're leading you into that. You're asking them questions. You're getting to know their situation a little bit more. Somebody just started screen sharing something else. So I don't know what's going on. Right? Okay, thanks. So with just those 3 simple concepts of negativity attracts negativity, positivity attracts positivity, going into situations expecting a positive outcome. If it's not a positive outcome, that's okay. What I just have to say in my mind is, next, like, moving on. Like, I'll come back to that person when it's time. So that's a little bit about mindset. If you guys have questions, definitely kind of post them in that. I love this one. It's the more you admit being comfortable and positive, the more comfortable and positive you're going to make the other person feel. And I thought that was really cool. I thought, you know what, you're right. Like, I want to be that warm, fuzzy sweater. I don't want to be the itchy wool, like, ew, I want to get this off of me. Like, I want to be the one that they want to snuggle up with and get to know better, right? So I love that. Okay, so the second really big thing is value. And, you know, that really comes into play with what our company is really about. And what I've learned in my 6-year journey is that I have a lot more value than I ever thought I did. And, you know, really, we all joined 31 because we love the products, right? I mean, yes, everybody joined because they love the products. Those of you I can see who have heads, okay, go ahead. Thank you. But are you really believing in the value of our products? Do you think that that's resonating in how you share our products and how you talk about our products? And this can be hard because, you know, you put stuff out there and you think you're sharing it and you're not really getting immediate feedback, or, you know, nobody's going, oh my gosh, let me buy 10 of those, or let me book, you know, a party every month for the next 12 months. And you don't feel like you're really making progress. But the reality is that we have a lot of value to give for our products, for our company, for our parties, and for the income potential. And when you're not sharing those things, when you're not realizing the value that we have within those aspects, I kind of feel like we're hoarding. And those that, Carrie, I know, was with me at Leadership University, and there was a little video clip that we did at the Leadership Live desk, and it kind of came out that way. And I said, you know, don't keep this opportunity to become a 31 consultant to yourself. You know, you're just like, that's hoarding. But that's how I'm viewing it now, is that, like, I don't want to keep this to myself. I don't want to prevent anybody else from having the ability to make more money or have the ability to get our products for free. So when you really operate from the assumption that people are going to benefit from using our stuff, then sales is entirely about helping that other person. right? So, this is why I don't sell jewelry. This is why, well, I do sell jewelry now, but this is why I didn't go into another company like that. It's why I don't sell leggings or saran wrap or supplements or other things. And that's fine if you do, because my main goal is that you have to be passionate about what you're doing and what you're representing. And I love our products, right? I mean, the 2K kit arrived and I am like already using this new thing. I mean, it is so exciting. That doesn't mean that you have to be fake about it. I mean, there are products that I don't particularly care for, and Lord knows there's some patterns that I could pass up every so often. But the reality is that that's what I'm going to be sharing with my customers and our guests and our hostesses. So when you love our products, when you love our company and what it stands for, and you love going out and having parties and having girls' night out and bringing women together, and you love that you can share the potential income with other people, then this is all going to translate. And so I actually kind of came back around when I was doing notes today and really thinking about this, and I was just kind of writing stuff down, and it kind of reminded me of what we used to in the early days, or when I joined back about 6 years ago. We were taught to do a 31-second commercial, which is kind of like an elevator speech or an elevator pitch. And it's, how are you going to share with people you meet what you do? Are you going to say, I sell 31 gifts, or I'm in direct sales? Or are you going to say something a little bit more about it? And so I really came around, and it just kind of came to me again, is that, here's my 31-second commercial, is that, I have functional products at great price points that help everyone get organized in every area of your life. And that's what we do. That's what I do now. I don't sell bags. I help you get organized and kind of get some control back in your life, whether it's that hot mess of a pantry or the back seat of your car or your closet, or it's going to the soccer game. I can help you with that. And now, when you really believe that you can help somebody else with that, their situation and their solution and their problem, then you really become a solution solver for them. And you're not salesy. You're passionate about helping them fix an area of their life that needs a little bit fixing. I sounded like Misty on that, my director. I sounded like I was real Southern in that one. So I think we're going to do a little bit of role playing, and maybe we could just take a break and kind of do that right now, Rachel. And I thought maybe we could do it like in 3 different ways. Like, how would you bring value to booking? How would you bring value to somebody with, selling, and how would you bring value to recruiting? So I don't know if you guys, how we went. We didn't really go through this, so we'll just kind of wing it. But Andrea, because she's wearing that blinking hat, so I mean, all my eyes just go right to her, right? So Andrea, why don't you throw me a curveball and see how I respond? Don't make it too curvy, okay?
Okay. So,
like selling or recruiting, just throw me a curveball and we'll see what I come up with.
All right. Jenifer, I have this wonderful opportunity that just came up, and I would love if you would take a few minutes to hear about a 31 opportunity to earn a little extra money for your family. Would you be interested in hearing about that?
I'd love to. We could use some extra money.
I heard you at the soccer field saying that the payments were a little bit pricey, and you know how we just went up in the enrollment, and I just figured this would be a great opportunity for you to earn a little extra income to help provide for the payment for your daughter's soccer payment.
That could be really helpful.
Yeah. Well, listen, I actually have next Tuesday afternoon open, and about 9:30. Would it be okay to either meet for coffee and I can share it, or I can give you a call and maybe we can talk more about it?
yeah, I can't make any commitment right now, but I mean, I'd definitely be interested in hearing more about it.
Well, listen, let me pencil you in my calendar because I'm kind of with the family and stuff, the days just go by and the time goes by, and if we don't have something scheduled in the calendar, life just pretty much takes over. So why don't I just I'll reach out to you a few days before just to confirm it. But in the meantime, I'll just add you to my Facebook page and maybe send you out an email so you can kind of see what we have to offer.
Okay, that'd be cool.
All right, cool. Well,
listen, I'm
listen,
ready to sign up with Andrea right now.
I can't wait to talk to you. Again, I get paid to eat brownies. Like, my job is the best job in the whole wide world. And I like to party, as you can tell. So I would love, love, love to offer this opportunity to you. Yay!
Yay! I loved it. I love that Andrea took my role, but that's totally fine because you rocked it, girl. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So that was the opportunity to share the opportunity for potential income and the opportunity to join your team. How about booking? Carrie, do you want to take that one, or you want to throw me that one, or?
Bookings. All right, let me think here. All right, Jenifer, I heard you telling the hostess when you first came in, like you were so excited that you hadn't seen her in forever. I was thinking, when was the last time you had a girls' night?
Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, like, I couldn't even tell you.
Well, I've noticed you've been having a blast and you're getting to catch up with some of your friends. I mean, why don't we do this at your house next month? And that way you'll have something on the calendar so you can get to hang out with your friends again.
But my house is a mess. My house is too small. My house is this. My house is that. No, I'm teasing. I'm not teasing because that's what you hear, but the reality is, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, because, yeah. That are kind of fun and still a good girls' night if you'd rather do it at a local restaurant too. But honestly, ladies love to get together in each other's houses. I don't think anybody's going to care if you got a couple dust bunnies in the corner.
All right. We can do that. That'd be fun.
Well, since this is a Thursday night, it seems like you're available on Thursdays. I've got these 2 Thursdays available next month. Which one looks good for you?
As soon as possible, Carrie, for you. As soon as possible.
Boom. All right, I'm looking at the calendar. How about Thursday the 26th? There we go. You got your date penciled in, ladies. You got your booking. So
let's do that. Awesome. All right. So then let's just throw one out for selling.
I'll do selling, Jen.
What am I selling?
I'll do selling, but you're going to be the consultant.
Monica's.
Okay. Oh, good. I'll do. Okay. Yeah.
You're going to be the consultant.
Lori, throw it at me. This is my specialty, sister. I love this part.
Well, we're at a party setting, okay?
Sure.
So I just want you to know that I'm here for my sister Jillian. That's the only reason I came to this party. I have so many 31 bags. I mean, I really don't need another tote. Please, don't be offended if I don't order.
No, that's fine. I'm so glad you got to come out and just spend time with your sister and have fun with everybody tonight. What's your favorite 31 piece?
Geez, I have so many. I use my large utility tote most of all.
You do? How many large utility totes do you have?
About 7.
About 7? Okay, cool. That's awesome. Girl, you should sign up. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
So when you think in your mind of what is the one area of your house or your car or maybe even just kind of your life in general, what's the one area that you just wish could be a little bit more organized?
Well, there's a list. I guess.
Okay, well, tell me the top one.
Maybe just my bathroom cabinets are kind of trashed right now.
Yeah, mine are too. Mine get that way when I don't have some things in place. And even then I have to go back in and revisit it every once in a while. But so how many of the junior rectangles do you have in there now?
What's a junior rectangle?
Junior rectangle, girl, you told me you had all this 31. You don't know junior rectangle? Come on, let's go get the catalog. I'm going to show you junior rectangles. Junior rectangles are awesome. And you know why? Because they're going to help you solve that problem underneath the bathroom sink. And not only that, they have plastic lining. So they're not
gosh.
Yeah, they're not like cheap, and they're not going to break down if they get wet. So it's like
they're not awesome. Like the Dollar General ones.
Right, exactly. Not like your Dollar General ones. So we need to look at a couple of those. Depending on your space and depending on how much what you're trying to organize in there, those, and then some of the like snap bins are really great for feminine products.
Oh my.
But, whatever. I mean, we've got a ton of different stuff. So let me get you to that page and we'll look through a couple of those things. I have some of those underneath the table. So let me just pull them out and I'll show them to you, okay?
Wonderful.
So I heard she came in definitely all like, no, I got it all. I don't need anything more. Okay, cool. But like, I didn't try and fight her on it. I didn't brush her off and just write her off. I just wanted to find out, like, really, what's the biggest hot mess do you have in your house? And she finally told me. And then all of a sudden, she doesn't have a 31 product for that. So, I love those girls that come to the party. I'm like, okay, that's cool, no problem. Or have another piece of cheese and we'll talk in a minute. And then I really overcome those objections. So I know it's getting late and I could talk for hours. So I'm going to kind of go ahead to the relationships, because I think that the relationships are also so important in our business. We hear about this a lot, but what Courtney was talking about last night is that she loves to consider herself to being positively persistent. And I loved that. I thought it was hilarious because, she knows she has a value to give to people. And so when she approaches her relationships with others and really can share how we can solve solutions for them, then sharing is caring. Again, don't hoard these things for yourself. You can help somebody just get that bathroom organized. But for them, that's something that's been on their mind. And it's something that's been like kind of weighing them down for a while. And so with that relationship, it's really about more than our products, and it's about more than a bag. And when you approach all of these relationships with your hostesses and potential team members and your customers, then how can you possibly feel pushy? I mean, you just can't feel pushy when you're feeling like you're trying to help them solve a problem in their life. So, I talk people in the relationships I have with my customers too. One thing is I talk people out of buying stuff just as much as I probably talk them into buying things, because I want to establish a relationship where they really trust me. So I'm not going to, if they're looking at a Cindy tote for $74 now, so, $70-something, and they're looking for a zip top organizing utility tote that's half the price, and I feel that they're kind of going back and forth, I'm going to talk them into getting that zip top organizing utility tote first. I'm going to say, you know what? Use this one. See how it goes. See what you think of it. Because the thing is I don't want you buying a Cindy tote and then not using it. Because I don't want you looking at it in your closet getting dust and then getting all angry with me for selling it to you. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've said that at a party. And they laugh, but they're like, you know what? I really appreciate that. And so I've built this level of trust with them, that they know I'm not just out to get their dollars. I'm really out to, again, help them, figure out a problem. So I really feel like you need to take your time when you're developing these relationships. Things just don't happen overnight, and when they do, they're amazing. Capture that feeling and relive it a lot, because it'll bring it more to you. But the reality is that relationships take time in this business. Somebody you meet at a party may not necessarily jump to the offer of having that party that very next week. But now that you've kind of built this relationship with her and you know a little bit more about her and you've helped her out, when you're doing follow-ups and down the line and you're continuing to keep that relationship going, either through Facebook or just touching base every once in a while, it's so much easier to approach that person. And Courtney was so cute last night. I mean, I was like, oh, I'm channeling my inner Courtney next time. And she was like, girl, is it time yet? Like, we've got to get together. We have got to have your girls over for a party because I am missing you and I want to spend time with you and I want to celebrate you. And like, if somebody was saying that to me, I mean, I'd be like, yeah, okay, you can celebrate me. I'll do that. So, I think that you really need to give yourself a little bit of patience too, and keep staying persistent. Oh, now she brings in the schnauzer. I mean, Andrea, you're killing me. I used to have schnauzers when I was growing up. I love my schnauzers. So to wrap up, I don't care what you need to do. I don't care if it's sticky notes. I don't care if it's a Pinterest board, but like mind your Pinterest time because you know how that can go 3 hours. I don't care if you have to start avoiding negative spaces. And by that, I mean Facebook groups where people, all they do is vent and gripe. Okay? If it means that you have to start kind of distancing yourself from some people that are negative in your life, then those are some things you really need to consider doing. When you find the people and the feelings that you aspire to be, and you surround yourself by the same people, it's second nature to you. And Rachel shared an amazing little video this morning, which I in turn shared with my team, and I think a bunch of us, we all did. Is it Darren Hardy? I think it's Darren Hardy.
Darren Hardy did it. Yep. It's called Darren Daily. He does
Darren Daily. He has also spoken at conference before and is amazing. But this video was, 4 minutes. And it was really just about basically water rising to its own level. And if you're surrounding yourself with people who are like, yeah, I know it's really hard to book a party. I know nobody wants to join. I know it's January. Nobody has any money. Nobody wants to buy anything. Then that's what you're taking in, and that's what you're putting back out. It's as simple as that. So you gotta break that cycle. So here are the 3 action items that we want you guys to work on. And I kind of went rogue on one of these when we met this morning. The mindset. I want you guys to type a positive statement now into the chat box. I want you to say, I have value, or I can help you, or I can solve that problem for you. But I want you to type it out or write it out or do something with it right now. Okay? Because one of my favorite quotes is, your life becomes the story you tell yourself. Change the story you tell, change your life. And like last week when Carrie had us all say, I am a recruiter. I mean, I think a lot of things have happened for people in the past week that they've been repeating that to themselves. And with, the excitement of yesterday's launch of our new kits, like people are attracting people to their teams, right? So I'm going to start saying that I've got value. I've got worth. I can solve people's problems for them. I can help them make more money. I can help them get those products for free, or I can help them, figure out how to switch that or fix that hot mess in their house. So I want you guys to really focus on that. I want you to find something positive and post it where you're going to see it every day. So I have this lamp next to my desk, and it's got 6 Post-it notes on it. And every so often they start falling off, and I have to tape them back up. But do whatever it takes. So that's for the mindset. 2, for value. I really want you to spend some time this week developing a value statement about yourself, and then I want you to share it with your director. Okay? So I want you to come up with kind of what, like I said, that I do functional products at great price points that can help people solve organizing problems in their lives. That's kind of my value statement. And if I keep repeating it to myself enough, it's going to become who I am. Okay? So think about that one. You don't have to share that with us right now, because I think you need to think about that a little bit. And then part 3 about relationships. I want you to try and reach out. I want you to think about 5 different people in your life right now. Okay. They may be past hostesses. They may just be people that you're friends with on Facebook. Maybe you see that they're going through kind of a struggle in their life. Or they're just people you really want to reconnect with. Maybe they are positive people and you think, you know what, I really want to spend some more time with them. So I really want you to pick 5 people that you want to reconnect with. And personally, I'm going to send them little handwritten notes because I love getting happy mail. And who doesn't, right? So I'm going to send them little handwritten notes just saying, you know what, I've been thinking about you. I feel like we haven't really connected lately. I see you on Facebook, but I just want you to know that I'm thinking of you. And that's it. I don't want you to mention 31. I don't want you to include a mini catalog. I just want you to reach out and connect to 5 people in your life this week. And just kind of celebrate them for being them and for being who they are in your life. Okay? So those are my personal call to actions. I know this was, I could have talked for 3 hours, so I was trying to really, really bring it in. But if you haven't had a chance to listen to last night's 31-minute call, please go back. Courtney was phenomenal, really, really phenomenal in sharing her personal mindset and how she's gotten to where she is. And that's kind of all I have. So I know I went a little long. I'm sorry. I know some people had to leave, but tell me what we have, Rachel. Who's got questions?
All right, ladies, shoot us your questions in the chat box. We have a lot of positive. I like Andrea's last one. I get paid to eat brownies. I love brownies. Who does not love chocolate, guys? Come on. I actually posted in my my customer group today who wants to have a chicks and chocolate party or muffins and mimosas party. And I booked 2 from that early this morning, and they thought they had to tie into one of those, and I guess they love mimosas and chocolate. Wine is a good one, but I got off topic there. Sorry about that. I love all of these. Baby steps, Janelle, absolutely. I am unstoppable. I will help her. I can and I will. These are amazing. And Jenifer, thank you so much for sharing everything that you've shared and your personal journey, touching into that too. And the secret, guys, Andrea inspired me too. I have had so many people, dozens of people tell me to watch or listen to The Secret. And until Andrea said it, I was like, all right, fine, I'm going to do it. And I actually downloaded the movie. I rented it for $2.99. My husband yelled at me, but it was amazing. I loved it. The Secret is so good. It's so powerful. So what questions do you all have for Jen or myself or Andrea or Carrie or Lori?
Teresa said it's free on Netflix right now. Now here's the power of The Secret. So I had a coaching call with Teresa Mikowski here, right over in the corner, the other day, and I said, Teresa, you have to get The Secret. And she said, I know I do. But you know what? Money's tight right now and there's bills to be paid and like I just can't justify that. And I was like, girl, get to the library. They got a copy. She's like, no, they don't. They don't have a copy. And I was like, uh-huh. So what came through on the text message earlier this afternoon? So little Miss T-Mac over there had gone to the library today, and what is on the new bookshelf, like recent arrivals? A copy of The Secret.
Awesome.
So, things do really, I've really, and I've started kind of a journal of The Secret of, there's a kind of a process you go through, and so I've started my own journal about that, and I don't know, I'm sleeping better at night because I'm really expressing more gratitude for what I do have already, and I'm really excited to see what things will come for everybody.
It's amazing. I actually set an even bigger scary goal. If you guys have not set a scary goal, I so encourage you to do that. Or as Carrie would say it, a big, hairy, audacious goal. Did I say that right, Carrie?
A hag.
Or a bag. A hag.
It's a BHAG goal. Big, hairy, audacious goal.
I like going with the silent H. It's a bag.
And then if a goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough.
It's so true. And listen, one of the things in The Secret too, who's watched it or listened to it? Just raise your hands or wave at me. Teresa, yay, Krista. All right, awesome. So one of the things that really touched me, and this is what I share with my husband too, is imagine your goal. So if your goal is to be making $2,000 a month, let's say, that's a livable wage-ish, right? Who has a goal around that they would love to make? Or $2,000 a month? Teresa.
Mine's $15,000 right now. So
$15,000. Woo! All right. Who's got a goal of $20,000 a month? Who's going to beat Jenifer? Andrea, yes. All right. So anyways, listen, close your eyes and think of, I'm not kidding. I'm going to force you to do this. Close your eyes and think of what it is that you want so bad and you don't think it's achievable right now, but what is it that would be so amazing when you actually achieve it? Now, don't only just think it, but go ahead and put yourself in that place. How is it going to feel when you achieve that goal? What feelings are going to go through your mind, and how is your family going to feel? How are your children going to feel? How are the people around you going to feel? And what's going to happen after that? What is going to be the next step? So you guys can open your eyes now, and you got to write that down and write down that feeling, and write down what that could mean for you and your family. And that's something that I did after conference, not this last year, but the year before. They had us do that in the huge arena. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was a big aha for me. I closed my eyes, and I had this feeling that I was going to be surrounded by so many people. And I'm just going to open up to you guys for a second, but I lost my mom that fall, and I didn't realize the feeling was from being surrounded by all of my 31 sisters, and in such a big way, in such a powerful way. So who am I to take that away from someone that I haven't even met yet? So I am so passionate about sharing that with others, because this feeling that you just felt, everyone around you can feel that too. And not only, if you're a little bit scared of recruiting, that's fine, but you can share that with your hostesses. You can impact people's lives just by sitting with them and listening to them and having a chicks and chocolate party and just giving them a fun time and surrounding yourselves with this feeling that can really impact their lives for forever. I don't know what I would do without this company, and I can't imagine not inviting others into that feeling and this sisterhood too. So write that down and put it in your dream journal. Make a dream journal if you don't have one. Make a dream board. So what questions do you guys have? First,
can you repeat the value statement? Well, my value statement is that I can bring fun. See, I like to capitalize fun in functional. So I can bring fun and functional products at great price points that help you organize your life and make it easier. And that's kind of, I gotta live that, I gotta dream it, I gotta believe it, and I do. But there's times where I get in my own headspace.
Say that again.
Oh, hi, Diane.
Can you say that again, please?
I bring functional products. I bring fun and functional products at great price points that can help you organize your life.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you want to adapt that as your own, I'm not sure that I probably plagiarized that from somebody. I don't know, but whatever. Find something that resonates with you, and be sharing that. And when you're thinking that, then you're living that, and then you're not being pushy. Being pushy is being obnoxious. It's being in your face. It's being relentless. It's being a lot of things that we're not. And you certainly aren't when you're sharing how you can help somebody make their lives better through our products, through earning our products for free, or by joining our company and having an unlimited income. So I know everybody's got to hop off. Thank you guys so much for being here. I wish you guys all the best and all the success. Please let us know how you're doing with these, and touch base with your director, touch base with your sponsor, and share kind of, again, what your own value statement would like to be and where you'd like to see yourself. And then go get a copy of The Secret and get a copy of Selling It Softly with Sue Roush. If you have a copy, ask Andrea and she'll probably mail it to you. So love you, ladies. Have a great week. Rachel, do you want to wrap us up with anything, or are we just kind of going to go?
Just thank you guys so much for being on here. Don't forget, if you don't already have it in your phones, next week, 8:30. And then apparently, the last couple times the 31-minute call hasn't been recorded in time enough to listen to it again. So if you can listen to it live, Monday night at 9, plug the headphones in your phone, sit on the couch, tuck the kids in, whatever, tuck it in your pocket, and try to listen to that too, because that is a really powerful tool. And next week is Miss Andrea Arsenal. Woohoo! She's a rock star for sure. And not only is she going to do the 31-minute call nationwide, guys, she's a rock star, but she is going to have our undivided attention 8:30 next Tuesday night. So be there. Be ready to ask her
Great.
questions. And thank you so much. Have an awesome Tuesday night.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Great job, everybody.